And if you can't get in there tight with your finger, no problem. Just use your putty knife, get it in there. If somebody's going to look at my work when I get done, I want to make sure it looks halfway decent and it's up tight, you know? See, this little bit in here, I'm not going to be able to do with the sponge. I'm afraid it's going to just kind of fall all over the place. I'll have to kind of work on this a little bit too. Oh, brother. See, because there's no edge to work off, I just have to kind of, you know, this little outside edge, I'm just going to kind of poke it in there with my finger and blend it in. I don't really have any choice, do I? Just remember, before this dries, you're going to have to wipe this off with your sponge. Oh yeah. Alright, I've done enough damage there. Now I'm going to do right over there with my putty. And I'm just going to kind of get it in there close as best I can. You know, is it going to be perfect? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Just do the best you can on any open areas that you have. If the faucet has to ever be replaced, they may have to dig out a little bit around the grout, you know. We'll just have to see on that. I'm just going to have to pack it in there with the little screwdriver. Jeez. Now why couldn't they have done this properly when they installed it? No, whenever you do a job, finish it. Well, you know, I decided to forego the paddle to put this on because it's so uneven. I'm just putting it on this way. Then I can get it all in the nooks and crannies and then come back as it's drying and maybe scrape some more of it off before I sponge it off because it's so uneven. You know, could I use that sponge applicator? You know, I could. I could use this, but I'm going to take this back to the store, I think. I don't really think I need it. We'll see. The verdict's not in just yet, but this seems to be working, so that's why I'm going for it. Now, I ended up deciding to do my finger right around the edge of this, but I could probably just do the tiles just as well as the putty knife, you know? Whatever works, do it. I've decided to just keep doing it with my putty knife. It's a flatter overall surface than just the finger. Yeah. This is an unorthodox way to grout your rock. And it doesn't have to be on a countertop. It can be something else, a shower floor. Well, if it's like that, I'd use the rubber applicator, you know. I haven't tried yet. I guess I should probably try it on the right side of this sink, huh? Just to say I did. Before I use that other applicator though, I'm just going to wipe some of this off I'm going to have to keep an eye on this because once it starts drying, I'm going to want to get my sponge in there. I don't want to do the sponge too soon though. You know, it's going to be kind of a happy medium, and that's alright. I still got plenty of grout that if I take off too much, I can put a little bit of extra in there or whatever. Have fun with it. You know what? That's the last bit I have to do, and I can do that with the putty knife. Do I really want to mess this up? I could take this back to the store. This set me back over $5. I could buy a Big Mac and fries for that. I think I'll just have to show you using that sponge applicator on something else later on down the road. Sorry.